Manchester United have started making preparations to spend heavily on a new holding midfielder this summer in case there is an opportunity. Now, I go explain wetin I mean by opportunity for the later parts of this update. So stay glued. You dey feel me? Also bear in mind that from all indications, Ruben Amorim and Manchester United now seem to be prioritizing signing a new holding midfielder ahead of other positions. Remember that the priority was get a new prolific striker, of which we've gotten Benjamin Sesko. Then you now sign a new goalkeeper. Then the holding midfielder will now be, under probability. Maybe if they see opportunity to sign new holding midfielder, then they'll come sign new holding midfielder. But right now, they don't make that holding midfield position a major priority to tackle this summer. These are the top targets for the new holding midfielder that Ruben Amorim seek to sign this summer. The number one target remains Carlos Baleba. As a matter of fact, Manchester United for the past 48 hours, they still dey in contact with Carlos Baleba's agent. The second target na Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace. The third target na Morten Hjulmand of Sporting CP and Sporting Lisbon. The fourth target na Ederson of Atalanta. Before I go into details of all these four top rated holding midfield targets, let me explain what I meant by in case there is an opportunity. Opportunity here simply means availability of funds, and that availability of funds go dey dependent on the sale of the outgoings, of which Chelsea now and Manchester United they don dey negotiate for Alejandro Garnacho head. Once Manchester United just sell Garnacho to Chelsea, let's say from 45 to 50 million pounds in total package, bro, be rest assured a top rated midfield signing will land in Old Trafford in less than 7 days. Now me tell you, I don explain that in case there is an opportunity now, so that everybody go dey follow as the updates dey move, because I dey like to dey peli as e dey hot. I hope say you dey feel me. Now, moving on to the targets, talking about Carlos Baleba of Brighton, my United brothers. As a matter of fact, na Ruben Amorim himself na im dey frontline that signing for Carlos Baleba, because he sees Carlos Baleba as the number one midfield option that will suit into Manchester United current style of play and resolve that holding midfield problem. He has a lot of belief in Carlos Baleba, but Carlos Baleba may likely not come easily. Here is what Brighton are holding on to. Brighton currently are trying to get Carlos Baleba to extend his contract, so that by next summer, in that contract extension, they will now include a release clause that will be in the range or equal to the amount that Chelsea paid for Caicedo in August 2023. Talking about a release clause that is worth around 113 million pounds. That is the plan of Brighton right now with Carlos Baleba. That is why Manchester United have to do everything possible to get Carlos Baleba in this summer transfer window. Although they are trying their best. Once they say Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea, it's going to come in as a pure profit. Be rest assured that Manchester United most likely will drop an official bid for Carlos Baleba once Alejandro Garnacho is successfully sold to Chelsea, because Garnacho's money will come in as a pure profit. You feel me? So United will first drop their bid to range around 70. From that 70, then they will begin to negotiate. To get personal terms agreed with Carlos Baleba and in camp, e no dey difficult. That one no be difficult something. You feel me? Carlos Baleba at the end £12,500 weekly for Brighton. So to increase the money times 10, making it like that kind 100 to 120 for Manchester United, it no go be difficult. You feel me? And by the time United don't go fully into concrete discussion with Brighton, Brighton may be forced to sell Carlos Baleba below 100 million pounds. Are you aware that Manchester United have never bought a player up to 100 million pounds? They've never paid 100 million pounds for any player since the history of this club. So I don't think United will want to do that now. Although 100 million pounds for Carlos Baleba in a transfer market that is highly inflated right now, I can tell you for free that it is not too much at all. Chelsea paid 150 million pounds for Caicedo, as of 3 seasons ago, when the transfer market never even dey inflated like this. So you can imagine how much Carlos Baleba suppose worth. Because as for me, Carlos Baleba and Caicedo, the both of them, they are similar breeds of holding midfielders. And if United get Carlos Baleba, I tell you for sure, they have gotten a long-term solution for that holding midfield situation they've been struggling to resolve for a very long time. Carlos Baleba, to me, and thank God when Amorim also has seen him as the right man for the job of that holding midfielder. And he's going to work hard as much as possible to get him signed in this summer transfer window. Moving on to Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace. This guy is Ruben Amorim's second option. But venture say Carlos Baleba no work out. Adam Wharton are the next player we say they will go for. And Adam Wharton, if United wants Adam Wharton, he could be considerably lower than what they will pay for Carlos Baleba. That transfer fee should range from 70 to 80 million pounds, because even Crystal Palace safe, they go do a giddy say they no want say Adam Wharton. But believe me, if United drop money now, just begin discuss with Adam Wharton camp, that deal will be done and dusted in less than a week. Going to Morten Hjulmand, of course. If United go for Morten Hjulmand, the Bobo no go cease to utilize that opportunity ASAP. Morten Hjulmand may be Ruben Amorim's third choice for the holding midfield position. But I tell you for free, Morten Hjulmand enter this Manchester United squad for this Ruben Amorim system. We already know wetin Ruben Amorim wants. The Baba go ball, huge, strong, tall, aggressive, can drive with the ball. The Baba get vision, very fast, need to waste time to pass ball. And that defensive ability, Morten Hjulmand, the Baba get am. In fact, of all the targets, after Carlos Baleba and Morten Hjulmand, me I go even prefer make United sign. If I venture say Carlos Baleba deal no come to light, maybe because of the money. Morten Hjulmand is worth around 68 million pounds as a release clause in his contract currently with Sporting CP. But that money fit go very way below that release clause, because they get gentleman agreement normally, agent, player and Sporting. You feel me? So that kind 50 to a bit closer to 60 million pounds, United go fit get Morten Hjulmand. And Ederson of Atalanta, United fit get that one from that kind 45 to 50 million pounds. That one seemed to be like the cheapest available option for Manchester United amongst all the 4 holding midfield targets we see United in monitor right now. But rest assured, Carlos Baleba is the man Ruben Amorim wants to sign. Premier League proven. The guy will just enter Manchester United and he's going to hit the ground running, because he's very conversant and versatile with the English Premier League. So expect some legs in this 4 holding midfield option this summer. United have started preparing to spend heavily for a new holding midfielder in this summer transfer window. So have at the back of your mind, Carlos Baleba, number 1, Adam Wharton, number 2, Morten Hjulmand, number 3, Ederson, number 4. As more informates dey drop, I go dey give you back to back as e dey hot. I dey with you now.